In a world that's void of comedy, two idiots decided to change the game. Meet Big Tusk and Little Snack Pack. This is the Mad Pair Podcast.
What's going on, you guys? We're back here at the Mad Pair Podcast, episode 12. It's your boy Brad, aka Big Tuss.
Little snack pack right here.
And we got Phil back on the show.
This is your 12th show?
Yeah, 12.
Damn.
Well,
12.
not my 12.
It don't feel like it, though.
No.
I don't feel like it at all.
Wow, that's awesome.
You know what's funny is, like, me and the first host only did, like, I think, 5 episodes?
Well, with podcasts, the majority of podcasts don't make it past 10. That's why I said that's like an achievement.
We do pretty all right.
So, congratulations.
You know what I mean? So, I mean, yeah, that was actually surprised. I was looking at the other day. I get lost in the numbers sometimes, though, even though it's a little number.
Don't do it.
What?
Don't even care about the numbers.
No. I meant, like, when I call him sometimes, like, bro, what episode are we on? When I'm trying to edit it and put it on.
Yeah, he called me the other day about it.
Like, I was trying to type up on YouTube how you do the episode
Title?
number and all that, the title and all that.
Don't.
What do you mean, no? I got to put the number.
No, you don't. People do not care. Remember,
I'm trying to keep track.
You have to advertise to people who don't know you. So they're not going to be like, oh, this is episode 17. I don't give a fuck about episode 17.
It might be like, Grey's Anatomy in episode 17,
But your
5 minutes
shows
in.
make no sense, so it doesn't matter. They can listen to the first show or the 18th show.
Make perfect sense to me.
I get it, but you don't need to have any type
So you
of
don't think
order.
we should put the label, like, the numbers anymore?
No, because it messes with your keywords.
You think so?
I know so.
He's the god in this.
No, the doctor.
Yeah, he's the
doctor.
doctor.
My bad.
Dr. P.
Oh.
Dr. P.
Dr. Pepper?
That's good, too.
You all right? You all right, Nate?
Yeah.
Your eyes are sweating.
Yeah.
Dude, you are sweating like a motherfucker.
How do your eyeballs sweat?
I don't know, bro.
Nah, I know what it is. Got a little live audience making them nervous.
Oh, you got two
Oh,
beautiful
here we
women in
go.
here and
Oh,
you're scared.
here we
Oh,
go.
three.
You're
You got
nervous.
two beautiful women in here. You're scared? And they're black.
Yeah, I say, is it because he's scared
You're
or
really scared.
Oh, God. Now y'all really making the pressure go.
Uh-huh.
No.
All right, what? Come on, Nathan. What's some subjects you got going on? I know you got something brewing up there.
So for work, how shitty was it this week? Because I know we haven't got to talk much while we've been
About
at
work?
Y'all work together?
No.
Two separate
Same
companies.
work, different company. But I will tell you, this is Keandra, can you pull up that video, please? This is hilarious. By the way, this happened to us while we were building a decel lane on the side of the road into land.
It's the last one.
Look at this. This is a guy in the land just walking down the street. No shoes, nothing.
There's no audio?
No, he was on the phone when he took it.
Oh, okay.
You see? Okay,
what
so
is he yelling at? What is he yelling at?
he's showing out the guy. You see that little piece of wood?
Yeah.
So he grabs it. He shuts the video off, but he grabs one of those and throws it at him.
Who's recording?
Survey. The survey kid.
This is in DeLand?
Yeah, this happened at our job site.
Typical Volusia County.
And he almost just got hit by a car.
Oh, that gets worse than that. So cars go by and, like, he walked in the middle of the street and everything.
He's got to be high off of meth, right?
I think he was cracked out. Yeah,
Jesus.
he's definitely gonna be cracked out.
White people be crazy, man.
Some of them.
I feel targeted. What are you trying to say?
Him right there.
are you
It's a
trying to
perfect
say?
example.
How?
You've got
What do you mean, how?
you got deer hooves as tattoos. That's
Well,
pretty crazy.
Okay.
That's pretty crazy.
There's nothing crazy about
Can we
it.
change? Can we change his name from Little Snack Pack to I Sweat?
I sweat. I sweat.
No,
No, we can't. We can do
That's
that. I
almost
mean,
like-
that's up to you though.
that's like a Batman villain.
That-
Oh, Gotham is in barrel from I Sweat.
These guys cut all the AC off in every house.
No.
So you
Don't
can
do
get all the
that.
guys that.
Are you hot for real? You
A little warm.
A little warm in here.
It is a little warm in here, but
They
you
probably-
did just take a couple drinks.
The AC probably died when it stormed in here because it was bad.
That could be the reason.
Could be, I don't know. Or the mall's closed and they just turned it off.
That
So
could
what
be a
was
bigger
the
reason.
craziest thing that one of y'all family members ever did
Murder.
What?
for the white people?
Oh,
For the white people.
Oh,
Okay.
For the white
See, that's a
people.
very interesting question.
That wasn't
You-
racist.
you go ahead and go
No,
first.
you go first.
I don't. I'm trying. I gotta
I'm
think
trying
about
to-
it.
But that's the thing. I'm
I
trying.
don't know.
to
I
think
got a pretty boring family. Let me think for a second.
Y'all said the craziest thing. So I wanna know
Craziest
what's the
thing that I think for me
craziest
this is more just the funniest thing is my uncle was drunk and he went to where Sanford's at,
Cool.
Airport Lanes, and he got kicked out permanently because he during close to 9/11 threatened to blow the place up because he was pissed off.
Was after?
Yeah, I think it was after.
Oh,
It
okay.
was like a year or so after, but they were still pretty heavy on it.
Yeah, that was pretty major.
No, but he didn't know what he was drunk and shit, so he didn't really wasn't gonna do anything. He just was mad because they were trying to fight with him.
The most funniest thing my family's done.
Fuck
No, I think
crazy.
she was saying crazy, just like something that's like
crazy?
wild, like a bizarre thing.
Well, I know one of my craziest things was when I got drunk. The little
How old are you
24.
No,
when you did this?
8.
Oh no,
started
No, I mean
drinking
I
at
started
8.
drinking out of the nipple bottle at 2 years old as a Hennessy.
Yeah.
no. It was about 2 years ago actually. I sat there, got a little plastered, and the little parking stops like in parking lots and everything, the little concrete whatever they are. I was pretending that I was one by laying on the ground in a parking lot.
So you were planking.
Yeah, basically.
That's what he was doing, right?
You were flanking?
You were
I
planking.
guess.
Why?
Oh, I passed out. Like I was on the floor and everything, like sleeping.
Did somebody use you as a speed bump?
They could have, and I would have never known.
I got a question for y'all. It just dawned on me.
Okay.
All right, so it doesn't have to be anything like super specific, but like I'm trying to explain it the way that you guys could like understand what I'm saying. What is one thing you guys have done? It was like totally accident, but you hated yourself for it because it was like not intentional at all, but it was like a big fuck up on your part. I'll go first, just kind of give you the context of the question. So one time I used to have a BMW. I used to have a nice BMW, and I was backing up. It was on the job site, and it was kind of early, so it was so dark out. I should have been paying attention. I backed the car up a little faster than I should have, and I smacked right into a light pole. It didn't damage the car completely that bad, but it just left a big scuff and like a dent in the bumper, and it like really pissed me off. But it was my fault. So it was my fuck up. But so I was really pissed off at myself though, because
I don't know if I said this on the show, but I was high off of Xanax, and I went to Ale House, and I bought everybody in the restaurants food, and then I went to a pool, and I can't swim.
Ooh, rich.
Shut up. Got completely naked, and went in the pool, and was asking everybody to rate my dick.
That is weird.
I mean, you didn't throw in the last part, but you did tell us a part of that story. But the last part is very interesting. Why don't you go on about that story?
That's all I remember. And we played chicken,
I remember that.
I
You
remember
did say
you
that.
saying that.
naked chicken. Yeah,
I do remember that.
yeah.
But I didn't know you asked them to rate your dick.
I did.
Wow.
Did you at least get any good ratings? Or we at least high standards here, or what?
We'll save that for the next show, I guess.
We just got started, man. We got plenty of time. Or is it that long of a conversation?
That's funny.
Literally. Huh?
Rate my dick.
Yeah, you don't have
Rate
that
my dick.
I
conversation.
know.
Rate my dick.
That conversation's like out the window. Mine's like Vienna sausage barbecue flavor.
Golly. You love them hard R's, man. It's Vienna.
Vienna.
Hard
I'm surprised you ain't
No.
wearing the shirt.
What shirt?
R.
Hardy?
Oh no.
I'll throw that one away.
No. No. That is not the case.
He burned it next to all his white hoodies.
Wow.
But
way
he
to
kept
make-
the hats.
They're in my
Sorry,
closet.
you're not actually racist.
No, I'm not.
Not on the
Couldn't
show,
be.
at least.
Oh,
What are you trying to say, Brad?
I'm not saying anything.
What are you trying to say, Brad?
I'm not saying anything. I'm not gonna criminalize you.
too late.
Wow. What are you trying to
Too
say?
I'm saying nothing.
Okay. Well, one of my experiences was how you're saying that you backed into a light pole at the job site.
Mm-hmm.
Mine was at my own house. I hit the mailbox.
My dad did that.
My grandmother's mailbox is like concrete or whatever
Okay, yeah.
with the mailbox inside. Well, it was a cold morning. I pulled in.
That's important to know. It's a cold morning.
Yes, it's a cold morning, so the window is fogged.
So my dick was just a little smaller than normal that day.
He was actually going in.
I was basically fucking myself.
Needless to say, we're sitting there, or I was sitting there, and I usually back into when I park at the house. So all I gotta do is drive forward when I leave. Well, I pulled in the night before, wasn't thinking with it being cold, maybe I should go out and defrost the windows. Nope. Poof.
God dang.
Yeah, there's a little dent, not bad. It just
Which
took some paint
vehicle was this?
the Hyundai.
That's it's not like you were a kid when this happened. This is like probably a few months ago.
It was about a year ago.
You ever hit a pedestrian?
I rear-ended somebody with it.
I mean, with it, you rear-ended a pedestrian.
No, not a pedestrian.
That's what I said. Did you hit a pedestrian?
No, I've never hit a
it.
person. Now, I ain't gonna lie though. I've had a scare about that.
You ever hit a deer?
No, but
Since-
I will.
Since you hunt deer, right? And let's say you accidentally hit a deer in the street,
I'm taking it home.
That's good. Okay, that's game. That's good for you, right?
I'm gonna.
It's illegal, but yeah.
That
It's
ain't
illegal. Why
Yes,
is
it
it
is.
illegal?
How?
You're
If it's not
aren't
hunting
you supposed
season?
to ask permission for that?
Not if you
Who
got
do
a
you
license.
call?
Game warden,
I don't-
a fish and wildlife officer.
So if you just hunt a deer, you still have to call them to.
well,
take
no, because you're there because you're licensed
So
and
what
everything
if
for it.
what if you're just hunting them on the road and they just happen to be in the road?
Well,
like
you gotta. So if you're actively hunting, then and you hit them and it's out of season, you do it on purpose and you get
That's
caught,
when you
you're gonna
call.
get in trouble.
who's gonna tell the other
Well,
deer?
I'm saying if you called, I mean, you
The
never
other
know.
deer.
Might be a snitch.
Yeah.
Are you a snitch?
Am I a snitch? No.
Do you know how to clean a deer?
Hmm?
Ew.
That's actually not ill. Actually, pretty dope, dog.
It seemed cool.
It is.
I'm gonna learn.
Yeah.
It's not hard
To
at
clean
all.
a deer?
Nasty, might be nasty, but it seemed cool.
No,
You know,
get
they-
your hands
they
up.
skin
in there.
I've only cleaned a deer one time my whole life.
You get your hands up in there and everything.
Yeah. You would do well at a butcher shop.
Could.
Have you ever thought about doing a butcher shop?
No,
Why not?
just never crossed my mind. I worked at Winn-Dixie as a produce person.
Yeah, it's probably not a good idea. He reminds me of like the build of a Texas Chainsaw Massacre kind of
I
person.
take you to the butcher shop where I chop you up. I'm gonna eat all your guts.
Well, he's definitely not gonna reach the guts. That's for sure.
Nope. Oh.
Wow.
Dick joke number 3.
Pow!
We should keep a meter.
Yeah.
How many dick jokes? And that's how you have your next giveaway. You're like, how many dick jokes did we do on this episode? And then someone's like, oh, 17. Well, you win an Xbox.
That's true. Or you just win that you're kind of sus for keeping up with dick jokes.
Hey, you know?
It's definitely a little
Real
suspect for
sus.
that.
So where do people get the word pause from? Well, I'm pretty sure it's because when you say gay gestures, but pause.
Never
Like-
heard of using pause.
You never heard of that?
I'm white.
Really? When somebody be like,
I
oh,
say it
you
all
have
the
to
time.
do-
Okay, that's you. I don't pay attention half the time what you say,
What a
Except
real
for-
friend.
except for on the podcast.
I'm glad he's here. At least he listens.
I listen on the podcast. There's a different
No,
story.
see what he's trying to talk himself out of it now. You see that? It's crazy as hell.
It's all right. I set myself up for that one, but it is
Yeah, you
what it
did.
is.
So pause is a new thing. So
Yeah, it hasn't been around very long.
I hate when I have to say this, but back in my day,
Back in the
if you-
1900s.
if you would say something that was slightly homosexual, you would say no homo.
Right. Well,
Yeah,
yeah,
I remember
that's
that.
pretty recent. They just changed it up. They just signed a bill to change it.
It
Pause.
was. Yeah.
But
it's
it's
pause
just like
now.
with everything. You could say, oh, I'm about to put it in the refrigerator. Pause.
Oh, I don't know.
Like-
That to me is stupid.
It's
The
with
only time I ever use it if there's like a slightly homosexual like gesture made as like a joking thing, then you say it. Like if you're talking to your friend and I'm like, yo, go over there and get loaded up and take his load, it's like pause. That's not what I meant.
Nice ass. Pause.
Yeah, okay, so that's not a
That
pause.
doesn't work
That's just
like that.
blatantly
Pause.
solo.
Oh,
That
see,
is-
see, back in my day, you literally can do.
Well, okay, yeah, I know what you're
homosexual stuff and say
saying.
no homo.
But normally when you say pause, it's because you said something unintentional.
You like grab his nuts and be like, no homo. Oh, okay, that's cool.
that-
You can.
Nah,
you
that
can
was
doesn't-
intentional. That was intentional.
Yeah, that can't be
sexually
no homo
assault-
if you're doing it
sexually assault
intentionally.
your friends and just say no homo, and then it's okay.
All you have to do is just stick it in the hole. Pause.
Pause.
Like,
Pause.
Yeah.
But you gotta say it with like, exaggeration.
Do you? So what if you just never say it? Then it's gay.
Maybe you got
I
intentions
never looked
behind
at
it.
it like that. I just was like, okay.
Fix your mic. But
Get this man a napkin.
I sweat.
I got a beard. I can't help it.
Dude, you got sweat all over your chest and everything.
probably
Nervous.
Tiandra, what was the name of that song? Was it All for One? I swear.
what's up?
Was it I
That-
swear?
That new one?
No, it's old. It's from like the '92.
Oh, they got that girl.
Yeah. Yeah. So yours would be I sweat. I sweat.
Oh, she's dead ass gonna get you a napkin. This is hilarious.
She's so sweet. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank
Here you
you.
go. Clean yourself up there, bud. Get your chest too.
He's
Get
so-
the hamburger meat.
He's so nervous.
I'm
Yeah,
not
he's
nervous.
nervous.
You ever heard of a wife beater?
Yes.
You don't like them?
No.
Man,
I like my chest hair.
you
shown.
raw dog shirts.
Dude, I bet if you owned any, they'd have stains all over them.
That's fucked up.
I'm just being honest. I'm just being honest.
Wow.
That's mean, but
Touche.
funny.
But you know what I mean? Like, you ever seen like, perfect example. If he,
Pause, right?
listen,
Pause.
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 You would say pause for that?
if he shaved his beard off, does he? You guys all remember Toy Story 2, right? Does he
Yes.
not look like the chicken guy in the suit?
Don't even start. No. I don't even see it.
No.
When he was sleeping, at least.
Nah.
with the wife beater on, the nasty stains.
I'm trying to picture you without a beard, but I'm thinking
I don't have a picture of it.
There you do.
you don't have one.
Your profile picture on TikTok is you in your football uniform without a beard.
That still has hair though.
Who
Are
does
you
he-
talking
who-
about a clean shave?
Who
Or
does he
just-
look like?
Oh my gosh,
Who
it's
does
the
he look
same
like?
thing.
Who does he look like? Is there a celebrity that you look like?
I'd have
That
to
people
look
say
at
you
the
look like?
picture and like make fun of them somehow. I could figure something out.
Nate, do people tell you that you look like a celebrity?
No, not that I've heard.
Never.
Luke Combs.
I don't know who that is. I know he's a country singer, but I don't know
Yeah,
his face.
I'd have to look up a picture.
He
Of it.
does
It's just because they both
He
got a
does the
beard.
Fast Car, right? That's the song.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's him.
Beautiful, crazy.
Okay. I know. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, sing it.
Okay.
No,
Dude, come
you're
on, you already
not.
got a couple drinks in. Sing us a little tune. Give us a little tune.
I can't. We
No
get
hard R.
copyrighted. What?
No, you won't. You get, as long as it's under 10 seconds.
Beautiful, crazy. No, I can't sing, dog. We already discussed.
You didn't have to
this.
pick that song. You could pick something else.
So I have a question for y'all.
Yeah.
What is y'all type?
I already know. I already know their type.
We already talked about it, but we
Yeah,
can
we-
talk about it again.
No,
Go ahead.
The other women in here want to know.
Yeah, I was about to say it sounds like a question. For
I
the
know.
other,
Brad,
the other
Brad
fan.
likes black women. Look at him.
Dang,
Don't
I
he look
gotta
like he
say-
gets
I gotta
swagger?
say, like, let him speak for him. Speak, Brad.
Basically, I'm into girls that aren't white. Anything that's not white. It's weird as fuck.
Anything
So,
that's-
what was your experience with the white woman? Like, have you never
I
dated?
mean, I've never dated a white girl. I've only like hooked up with a white girl, and I'm just like, nah, no, I can't. I can't do. I don't know. I just feel like white girls are like so like prissy. I don't like that.
Oh,
It's not really.
Chrissy?
Phil, you.
Me?
Yeah, Dr. Phil. Dr. Phil you up.
I mean, I don't. Pause.
Pause.
Right?
Pause.
Did I use it in the correct context?
Yes, you did. That was a good
That's
one.
perfect.
Okay. I don't necessarily have a particular type. I mean, if I'm attracted to you, I'm attracted to you. But let's just say I could just build a bitch, I guess. Right?
Yes. Let's hear your little build.
I like light skin, black women, long hair.
This seems like it's getting very sensational.
Right. Look, next.
Okay. I guess
Dang.
I passed myself.
I'm just a white woman
Pause.
type of
Basically,
man.
Phil said he liked women he just can have a great connection with.
Yeah,
It
I've
doesn't
stated that
matter.
before.
Like, do looks matter, Phil?
No.
Okay.
I mean, somewhat, but not. That's not the first thing. I do have to be attracted.
I
to
think
you, but-
that's
Right.
I don't agree with that, to be honest with you.
What do you mean? You think it does matter?
I think it matters because here's the thing. It's like I'm not saying it in a rude way, but what I'm saying is if you don't know somebody and you see them, what's the first thing that makes you attracted to them all for if you've never talked to them before?
Yeah, but you can
Those
also.
are looks.
But you can also meet someone without even attempting.
Well,
to be attracted to
But I'm
them.
saying I do feel like looks do matter if it's someone you don't know.
If you're just trying to get a leg, yes. But if you're trying to build an actual connection with somebody, it doesn't matter.
Well, you got to get past that point first, to know.
I think that the physical attraction level is a plus.
Of course. Yeah, of course. But I'm just saying, like, if you don't know the person and you see them across the room, never talk, don't even know who they are.
Well, yeah, you have eyes, of course.
Okay, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Is I feel like looks do matter to a degree because most situations, unless you know them, like you said, you got to mingle with them. I feel like the look is the first thing that catches your eye to even look at that person.
Do you think people? Because if let's say we're going off of that, right? Do you
Pause.
think people go after people out of their league? So if we're just basing it off of physical attraction, do you think guys aim for women outside of their league,
Bradley.
or women or do women?
What are you
date
talking
down?
about, bro?
You do. You
What
try.
do you? No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
No, I really don't.
Okay, so Nathan, we didn't ask you though. What's your
Yeah,
what's your
let's hear. I like white women. Come on,
Dear,
dear cousin, white women, whatever.
I do like white women. Is there a problem with that? I like
No.
women that like. I like the white
Bradley.
women that like to go outdoors. I don't want the preppy ones. I'm not. It's just. my
Got you on
preference.
candy camera. Got you up.
Bradley, you have to turn around. You're not in focus, my buddy.
Oh, sorry.
Thank you.
Phil's fault.
There you go.
There you go.
I'm not.
He got it.
Hold on, I'm moving. There you go.
So Phil, let me ask you one question.
Sure.
Because when me and Bradley came in, we went to Chipotle right first. We told you.
You have diarrhea?
No.
That was a concern of mine, by the way.
That was a concern of his. But needless to say, we're sitting down, we're eating.
Okay.
He goes, dang, there's this cute girl over there. I said, why don't you go talk to her? He goes, nah.
He's going to church it up. Go ahead. Let's hear the
I
fake
sat there
story.
and you told me you wouldn't go up there and talk to her.
We're in the middle of eating, bro.
Okay, I don't care. Go step up or go talk to a female. I don't give a shit. But I sat there and said, I'll go get her number for you. I ain't scared.
That's like the worst thing you could do, though. If you don't walk up to a girl yourself.
Walk up, Nathan?
How would I
you
walk up?
to a
I'd be the
female?
gayest motherfucker.
Okay,
around.
hold on. Pause.
Wait.
Pause. That's the perfect moment.
Hang on.
Pause. I think what she was asking is if you approach a woman, how do you do it? Because if you're gay, you ain't going to get nothing. I can tell you that right now.
No, if it's me
No.
approaching. I'm just.
It was you approaching the woman for
For someone?
for Bradley, because you
Oh,
said
being
you
a
don't walk
wingman?
up to the
If
woman.
I was being the wingman,
Yeah.
I'd be walking up just saying, "Hey girl, how you doing?" And then or "Hey
She's
darling"
like,
is
ew.
no,
Oh, you're sweaty.
Ew.
no.
Why are you crying? No, my eyes are sweaty. I just ate Chipotle.
I'll
That
walk up
queso
for him.
is something else.
Oh.
I'd
Tell
walk
your
up
story,
for him
Nathan. Tell your
and be
story.
like, "Hey
a
darling,
fake
how
story.
you doing?" No, I would walk up and say, "How's this guy look? He looks alright to me. You know, I bet you can't get his number for me." And then we'd sit there and see if there's a competition for it. That's it.
I don't know if that would work.
But thank you.
how
Thank
you
you.
would do it, Phil?
Yeah, Phil.
Yeah, Phil. Dr. Phil you up. Let's hear it.
Pause.
How would I?
That's his
approach,
new nickname.
How would I approach a woman
For Bradley, yes.
for him?
Oh, God. This is going to be hilarious. Let's hear it.
Oh, I'm
In a
like,
world.
that's funny. In a world where love is lost.
You give me my intro?
You're right.
You go up to her, give her my intro. This is for him.
I'll just start narrating what she's doing. Like if she's eating, she's one woman alone eating her Chipotle. She has a piece of chicken stuck in her teeth, but one man has his eye on the prize. And then she'll probably call the police. But
Yeah, most likely.
but no, man. I just being a wingman. It's weird because you have to be in a group setting for it to work. Because women nowadays they are. And this is not in any way saying anything wrong with them. It's just that they are more aware of their surroundings. You know, they don't really take. That doesn't work much anymore. Just walking up to people and just ew, you know, leave me alone. Or they're on their phone. So if you're in a group setting and you guys are in a environment where that's kind of welcome, then yeah, just strike up a conversation. You know,
And see, that's the thing is we were in Chipotle. I feel like it's not. I feel like there's a time and place
yeah,
for certain things. So I feel like going up while she's trying to. First of all, she's by herself. And if you go up, well, at least that's how it looked. If you go up trying to bother this girl while she's trying to order her food, she looked uncomfortable. Right? It's late. It's dark.
she's probably getting diarrhea.
Exactly. She's probably gonna go get Pepto
She's
Bismol
like,
after
"Oh,
this.
damn.
She's
These
making a
beans.
Walgreens runs after this.
These beans. What was she eating?
Yeah. So I know you had your eye on that.
I don't know. I didn't pay attention. You were the one that said look. So I looked to help you out. And I was
To help
trying-
me out.
Yeah.
Was she black, Hispanic?
She's a Spanish
Asian?
girl.
Okay. Did she speak English?
I have no clue.
Oh, so you didn't
No,
know.
it
I
is-
didn't go up there for him because you know why? He told me no, don't do it. Don't do it.
Well, glad,
But
glad
here's
that
my
you respected
But
that.
here's my thing though. It's like first of all, there's a time and place for other things, and I feel like girls respect it more if you walk up to them to yourself.
Yes. They
So I
do.
feel like if I'd have had him walk
right,
up,
right, Gene? You don't want him walking up to you for him because he should have had the balls to walk up to you.
exactly. So I already knew that off rip. I already knew. I was like, bro, don't even worry about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm
So-
over there drinking a Sprite like a little kid. I'm not gonna try to know some girl.
Yeah. No, you're sipping.
You know
it
what I
through a
mean? I'm
straw.
over there. Yeah, exactly.
You're sipping it through a
I
straw,
wasn't.
and she looks back at you, and you're.
Yeah, he's over there drinking a Corona. I'm drinking a Sprite. I'm like, oh well.
You ordered a Corona at Chipotle.
Yeah.
You are an alcoholic, man.
No,
God damn.
alcoholics go to AA and they need help. I don't go to AA. I will never go to AA.
He doesn't drink and drive neither. He sips and cruise.
That is not the case.
You seriously ordered a beer at Chipotle,
What? There was a beer there. I never knew they had beer there, so I figured I'd give it a shot.
and
He was like flabbergasted when he seen it.
$7 for a Corona.
It was actually 4.
Oh, okay.
Still expensive.
You know the exact price.
I watched them plug it in. Yes.
Yeah, something tells me you've been there a couple more times than once.
No,
What did you get?
the bowl,
Okay, what's your order?
the steak with rice and cheese and sour cream. That's it. A double steak.
Okay, what about you?
Basically the same thing, but I got chicken. I'm on like a lean diet.
Yeah, don't ever get.
But
the
I did get a
barbacoa.
Sprite.
Oh wait, you went to the Chipotle over here by the hospital?
Yeah.
Was that a mistake?
Ooh, yeah.
Sounds like it.
You guys are definitely getting diarrhea.
Don't say that, man. I got an hour drive home. That's a long ride.
Well, I got a bathroom here, so you need to, take care of business before you get out of here because you will shit yourself. Just
It's all
saying.
right.
I got cloth seats. I can get them soaked.
I'll just tell him pull over the side of the road.
Really? Have you ever done that before? Have you
Yeah.
ever?
There's a lot of people I know at my
Oh.
job that will not use a portalet. They will
No,
go
I
in the
won't.
woods.
Because those things are nasty.
They are nasty.
You
I
want to hear
agree.
a story, Phil?
Well, never do a number 2 in the portalet. Bye, ladies. You never do a number 2
no.
in a portalet. You can do number 1 because you're standing up, but
You want to hear something funny real quick about that? You know, if you've been in a portalet before, right? You obviously. There is a kid that we worked with that thought that the area where you piss in was something, or it's a stinky for you to wash your hands.
Oh, no.
He never put his hands in it because there's no way to do that. But he just thought that's what it was.
No.
he put
So-
his hands in it.
He probably did. He just didn't want to tell nobody about it.
Is this automatic or something? Like, what is
Just hard to just piss on my own hands. Pretty good cleanser.
Let me ask you this, Phil. I'm pretty sure Bradley's heard this story and everything, but I will tell you. You remember back in 2018 when that hurricane, or 2017 when that hurricane hit real bad? I think it was Irma.
Irma, yeah.
And
It's a
so,
gangster name. Irma.
So when that all happened, we had no power. You know, a lot of people didn't have power for like weeks, months, and everything. My mom worked at a.
Is this the you showered in the creek in the back story?
No, this is when I shit in the backyard.
Oh, I think you did tell me this.
Okay.
I kid you not. Because I was going up to my mom's work to go use the bathroom. She told me, go to Circle K. I said, oh, hell no. I ain't going to Circle K. That's the worst.
So do you have a fear of public restrooms?
I hate using a public restroom to go use the number 2.
Okay.
I'm the type of person that when I shit, I shower after. So I hold that shit
So you don't wipe?
all day. You know, I wipe, but I still
Yeah,
shower.
he doesn't wipe. That's what he's initially saying.
Yeah.
No, I wipe, but I still shower. I don't even use it at work. Unless it's like
I'm with you.
really
Nathan.
have to,
Same
then
here.
I will, but I don't use it at work. If I can go the whole day, like today,
Well, anybody in our line of work, it's preferably to hold it all day, to be honest.
like today,
He would probably do the same exact thing. That's not like a big change.
You got.
I'm sure he probably doesn't even like going in here.
I don't.
Art the Clown catch you lacking.
Because the toilet is not as great.
Well,
But no, needless to say, my mom told me to go to Circle K. I said, yeah, I'm not doing it. So I went out back. I didn't even dig a hole.
So
I
you
just-
just shit on the ground.
Just shit on the ground.
So like,
White,
Blame
shit
it on the
ground.
dog.
how did you?
No, I didn't
Can
blame it on the
you
dog.
demonstrate how you squatted?
Do it. Move the mic out of the way and just straight. Come on.
You got
There was a tree next to it. So
Okay, so there's a couch next to you right now. this
Oh God.
is gonna be hilarious.
I literally just
Take it
sat
easy.
there,
Don't
pulled the
move too
britches down,
fast,
and just sat there like this.
dude. You gotta hold the stance for a second.
That's the thumb.
I want to see how hard you. I want to see how hard you breathe.
aneurysm.
The veins bulging out of your head.
Oh yeah.
That's
No,
disgusting.
and then my mom asked me later that day. She goes, "Would you ever get to go use the bathroom?" I said, "Yeah, go check the backyard."
Then, like your cat's like licking it.
I don't have a cat.
Oh my god,
That would be disgusting though.
that's great. Like Play-Dohing through its teeth.
You have a dog?
My parents had 2 dogs at the time.
They definitely lick that shit.
I don't know. I didn't ask.
And then you kiss.
Well,
your
they're not
dogs in
gonna
the
tell
mouth?
you.
You kiss your dogs in the mouth.
Nope. I don't like being licked.
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
Why'd you say it like that? Why'd you say it again?
Are you sure?
Are you sure?
Are you sure?
I got a question about dogs. Do you guys? I know this is like a big thing. I know it was a big problem for my last relationship. Do you guys like if you have a pet dog? I don't know if you have any pets. I know you got two. Tiandra, I don't think you have any pets, but do you guys feel like it's okay for if you have a dog to sleep in the bed with you, depending on the size of the dog, I guess?
So I love dogs.
Oh, me too.
I absolutely love dogs, and when I did have dogs, they did sleep in the bed with me.
So you don't see that as a problem,
No, the dog is clean,
right? Of course,
naturally
If it's
clean.
a house dog.
right, right.
Yeah, if my dog is going outside and running in the mud and doing all stuff, and it's a long hair dog, probably not.
Right, right. Well, I mean, then again, you can also just bathe them and stuff like that. As long as you take care of your dog.
But I like pit bulls, and pit bulls are all
Short-haired
so
dogs,
they-
yeah. You like pit bulls, huh?
Not a little you.
Comes with the skin
Yorkie.
color.
It's the nigga in me. it's
Okay, so
Got that dog in you, huh?
the nicotine.
That's why you shit outside. Got that dog in them.
me,
Go ahead.
when I was younger, I had a dog that would sleep in the bed, My 2 dogs now, they don't sleep in bed. No, they're outside.
Some dogs are rambunctious enough that you can't.
My oldest one doesn't know how to calm down. So
Blue.
yeah, Blue. He doesn't know how to calm down. So I
That comes
leave
with
him-
his breed, though.
Yeah, he's always rambunctious, wanting to go fume, 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 fume.
Just like that, same noise.
It almost seems like it.
Pretty crazy.
And then the puppy, she's just rambunctious.
Well, she's a puppy, so
Yeah.
that's expected. See, I love my dog Cooper. I got this little dog named Cooper.
Coop, Coop.
He's a short haired dog, but I don't know what he's mixed with.
Probably
And
pit.
I think he might be, but he sheds a lot. He's short haired, but he sheds a lot. So he always leaves like white dog hair. And my ex had a big problem with that. Like she looked past it a lot, but like she ended up being a big problem. I sometimes like blame that dog on why me and her.
Was she a clean freak?
Kind of, yeah.
OCD?
She was a Cuban girl. Mom was
Yeah.
on her a lot about cleaning, so they're very.
Yeah, that's
So I
OCD.
understood it. You know, I had no problem with it. I understood why. So I didn't really argue about it. So anytime she was over, he didn't sleep on the bed.
Yeah, my wife does not want animals in the house because where she's from, South America, the dogs are feral over there. You know what feral is, right? Of course you do. You're a hunter. But dogs are feral.
How does dog meat taste?
I don't fucking know.
Can you
Ask,
explain that for the people who don't
ask
know?
Koreans.
Feral.
Feral means that they're
It means they're Egyptian. No, I was kidding.
Well,
not
like an
pharaoh.
Egyptian.
It's feral. So like wild animals.
Right.
Yeah, that's what it means. They're wild. So
Yeah, they don't have owners.
like
they
you.
just live in the
they're
wild.
not domesticated. They're just wild, wild
yeah.
animals.
Wild, like you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Exactly.
Calls.
That was racist.
That was
not
very
racist.
racist.
That was
No,
so
it's
fucking
not.
racist. It
Yeah,
was.
it
You
was.
don't ever tell a black person that they are a wild animal.
Oh, you're a wild animal, Phil.
No, not being
Next thing you know, you're
racist.
going to be throwing your chains at them.
Jesus
You need
Christ.
some money.
Guys, come
Wow,
on.
that's not what I said. I didn't say you was homeless.
Love you, bro. We just fucking.
Y'all
Yeah, I
are
know.
funny.
No. That was this man disrespected you, and I'm not going to sit there and allow
Okay,
it.
it's okay. I'm not gonna beat his ass on camera. I'll wait
Oh,
till
yeah,
the
we'll
show's
shut
over.
off the show. Hey, remember that shit you was talking?
Yeah, you know.
You can come back, but you got to take this ass whooping with you. Pause.
But yeah, no. My wife, no animals in the house. Even though a dog would help our child tremendously.
Really?
Yeah, special.
You'd be like a service dog, right?
Yeah, service dog.
You know what's funny? I mean, I don't have any reason to have service dogs, but to get out of paying rent at the apartment that I was at for pet rent, if you register your animal as a service dog, so basically as like a emotional support dog, they don't charge rent for them.
Yeah, because
Fun fact for everybody out there that might need to know that.
they
Just saying.
can't. Yeah, they can't.
They're not allowed,
And They
'cause
can't,
then
and
I
they
would-
can't even
'cause-
ask you what
Nope.
your disability.
They
is
can't.
either.
They're not allowed. It's
Yeah.
illegal for them to ask you that.
Didn't you have an apartment complex actually ask you though what they were for? Oh,
Nope. Never had that.
I thought it was this last one that asked you or something.
No, they just there's like paperwork you got to do when you have an animal there, and when you turn those papers in, if you try to file them as a registered dog, it will like ask you what the dog is for, but that's for their like documents. That's if you have like the all the stuff like the doctor paperwork, all that. But no, they didn't ask me if my dog was a sexual registered offender.
That took a turn.
No, but they never asked me. When I went to the office and actually talked to them, the lady's like, "Oh, don't worry about it. Just they got the paperwork. Don't worry about it. You're good." All they needed me to do was show they were registered as service dogs, and they didn't ask no questions.
Tiandra, you an animal person?
Yeah,
You like dogs or cats?
both.
Yeah.
I'm not a cat
Cats
person.
are really dawning on me right now.
I don't know.
Yo,
Why?
I've been honestly, I'll show you guys off the show, but I've been looking for a cat. But the cat that I want is a Maine Coon. You ever heard of a Maine Coon?
No.
And it's a cat. Not a racist term.
This
I had to
sounds a
look it
little
up.
racist.
I had to
I
look it
gotta
up.
admit, it
I
sounds
had
a
to
little
look it
racist.
up. I had to look it up because I'm like, this is literally spelled like Maine, like the state, and then Coon, like nigga.
See, because if I was to say I'm looking for myself a Maine Coon, everybody's
Yeah.
gonna swear. Excuse me, they don't do that anymore.
But I'll show you guys a picture later. But if you look at a full bred Maine Coon, they're giant, almost
I'm about to say it sounds like a very
like a puma almost. But they have really really long pointy ears, and they act like dogs. Like they have big paws and they act like dogs. That's the only cat I would get.
So you wouldn't want a hairless cat either?
the Egyptian cats.
They
no,
look
the
like
Siamese
aliens, man. The
Siamese
Sweet.
cat.
Sphinx. What are they called?
I think it's called a Siamese cat.
I thought it was a Siamese cat. I just know them by hairless because they ain't got no hair.
Yeah,
No, I think the real name is a Siamese cat. Those are expensive,
Are they?
believe it or not. Yeah.
Does your place allow pets, or they make you pay a pet fee? T.
Oh, a fee.
Oh, of course. Yeah, mine did too.
$400 fee.
Yeah, mine did too. It's like $200 a pet or something like that, or something weird like that.
Yeah.
No, it's 300.
I just
300
get
a pet.
fish. fish.
Speaking of that, I really want to buy. I don't want to get it because first of all, they only live for like a year, and I really want to buy it. But they also are really like they're escape artists. I want to buy an octopus, a blue ringed octopus.
Where would it go?
That'd be cool.
And it's real.
You don't know those things are escape
Yeah,
artists.
they
You
can
never looked at it. They
unlock locks
yeah,
and
you can
stuff.
give them food locks and they'll figure out how to get it out. But they know how to get out of the cages a lot. They're really smart. They know how to because they have like no
So you
bones.
Just wake up to an octopus on your face.
Well, the only problem is that a blue ring octopus is like the most poisonous animal in the world.
So you were dead.
Yeah, if it bites you, the only way it's you could touch it, but if it bites you with its little beak, it has like the most toxin poison you can
Sound
get.
like that man that had got a lizard. I think he was the only person in the world with that lizard. Well, no, I take that back. Sorry, correct me if I'm wrong. But he got a lizard and it bit him, and he went to the hospital and he ended up brain dead and he passed.
You talking about? Well, you're not supposed to own Komodo dragons.
I mean, people used to do it, but they're very toxic when they bite. Just like
that's what I said, the giant Komodo
Yeah,
dragons.
they have
Small
a
one,
toxic
it was
bite.
yellow and black. I don't think it was a Komodo.
Oh, okay.
Oh, does it have like a
Komodo
black
dragons are
mouth on the inside?
I think so.
It's like a desert
but they're
lizard.
really kind of small lizards.
Yeah, it's like a. I know what you're talking about.
Can I ask you a question, both of you guys? This is
Is it 'cause we're white?
Yes, this
Okay.
is a racial question.
Okay.
What?
Why the fuck do y'all like to?
Y'all,
hang
hold on.
around-
Y'all's a very strong word.
Y'all as a people. Why the fuck do y'all like to hang around wild animals but lock your door when a black person walk by?
Damn.
You trying to set me
That's
up
a
for
deeper
failure?
question.
I mean-
Right, that question go deep.
Wouldn't you? No, just kidding. One has the ability to rob me, the others don't. No, just kidding. I don't have that problem personally. I mean, animals don't scare me though, neither. So I don't really have.
I mean, have you ever been around a scary animal? I used to think like that too.
Justify scary animal.
Okay, I went to the wild safari. You know how they have the drive-through.
Okay.
Okay.
I think I showed you those pictures, T. An ostrich. Okay.
Ostriches are scary.
You would think that, it's just a cute ostrich. Hell
They're
no.
huge.
First of all, it's like 9 feet tall, and its feet literally look like. Do you remember in Jurassic Park, the first time they showed the T-Rex, they just showed the foot go.
Yeah.
Slam the ground. Yeah.
That is an ostrich foot.
Yep.
It's legitimately an ostrich foot.
They probably took the footage from an ostrich.
Yeah, and they're mean. That's the thing.
No, they're
They
very
are-
aggressive.
They are very, very mean.
Mm-hmm.
And so I had my sunroof open, and my friend was in the sunroof up taking pictures. This motherfucker came running, running, and was like, "What you doing?" and she forgot to get in fast enough, and then it literally went like that. Almost was gonna freaking
Like
peck her
pecker.
eyeball out. So she got in, and then it sticks. Its neck is so goddamn long. It
Yeah.
sticks its head in my sunroof, and it's literally like Jurassic Park. You know when they
Holding the glass. The kids
Hold
holding
the
the
glass
glass up.
yeah.
I mean, okay, so I mean, I'm gonna be honest. There has been like a couple moments, like there's like animals talking about it right now. I'll be like, oh, they don't scare me because they don't. But when you get the animal in front of you, especially if it's a wild animal, that's a different story. Like I'm not scared of snakes or anything like that. But if I was walking in the woods and I came across like I don't know how to put I guess like a rattlesnake, I know the damage it can cause, so it makes me nervous when I see it. It makes me very cautious, like
'cause
very
you're not
unsettled.
you're not in a controlled environment.
Exactly. I feel very unsettled. Just for me, for instance, like guns make me very unsettled. Only I have my own. But the thing is, I know the damage a gun can cause if not handled properly.
Bro, guns don't kill people.
Yeah, guns.
No, I know they don't.
Yeah,
what I'm
guns
saying,
don't kill people, though.
the problem is like a gun can
Republicans
do. Yeah, exactly.
My dad. That's
You said the
how my dad
Republicans.
raised me.
You just said
But
I don't know what you're talking about.
but no, do you see what I'm saying? Like I know the damage a gun can cause, so I'm very cautious with it. Like I try to be very careful, like don't aim it at people and all that. Just like that for that. It's the same thing with an animal. If I come across a snake that I know is poisonous, that makes me nervous because like that snake could do all kinds of damage if you don't treat it the way it should be treated.
Aren't you trained like that too? Like when you mess around with a buck, because the bucks are the ones with the horns, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, because you gotta have respect for those animals.
I mean, you're typically in his situation when you're hunting, you're not right up on him though either. Normally, you're shooting him from a distance. You wait for him to come out in a distance and shoot him when they're not looking. Poor thing.
have you ever
when y'all
killed?
say we are, go ahead.
No, go ahead, T.
I'm about to say when we are mammals,
Yes.
but
Yeah.
animals act like humans. Humans act like animals.
I think we could learn a thing or two from animals, to be honest.
Not for
You
real,
and me,
because
baby,
of the behavior.
ain't nothing but mammals. So let's
I
do
feel like it's
it
all
like
the
they
same.
do on the Discovery Channel.
Do.
Come on, 2000.
No, I know the song. I just don't remember. I don't know the lyrics like that.
Bare naked ladies. That's
If
what
I could remember it, I'd have sung along with you. I'd have did a little sing along.
I think so. It's weird when you break animals down like mammals and stuff because dolphins are mammals, but they live in the ocean,
They don't have
but
gills.
they don't have gills.
That's crazy. Just
Same
like
with
whales.
which is pretty freaking weird. Mm-hmm. And orcas are like the most dangerous animal in the water.
Do you guys know that an orca is not even a whale?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know how they got that name?
No.
They have been known to hunt in packs and attack whales and kill them. That's why they're called a killer whale. They used to hunt them themselves and kill
they're the
whales and eat
killer
them.
of whales.
Exactly. That's why they call it a killer whale. It's crazy, isn't it?
You learned
The
that
Oreo
you
of the
learned that
ocean.
from SeaWorld?
No.
Like watching the orca show? Is that where you learned?
Blackfin? Why couldn't you say the name?
What are you talking about?
That's the name of the movie.
He has no idea what you're talking about.
No.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, Tilikum. So Tilikum the whale was an orca.
Pause.
Tilikum is
Till I come. That's a little weird.
no Tilikum the whale killed 3 people, and so the last person he killed was his trainer at SeaWorld. He drowned her.
That's a fun fact about what you just said. A lot of people mistake that whale for the famous Free Willy.
Yeah.
Wait, I thought it was.
Nope. What he just said is the actual whale. It just was the same species. But the whale that he's explaining with the name
Tilikum, yeah.
is the actual whale that did it. But everybody mistakes it for the big named one. I think it is Free Willy.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's not. What's the...
I don't remember.
You know what
the
I'm
name.
talking about, right?
But that whale died.
Yeah, there's a whale
When
that has like a
Tilikum died,
super famous name, but it wasn't even that whale that did it.
No.
So is that why they don't swim with the people no more?
Yeah, they're not allowed. That's if you haven't noticed. As the animals pass away at SeaWorld, they don't return them. They're letting them go out. They're going to turn it into just a theme park.
Yeah, because it's not healthy for
Extremely unsafe, first of all.
and it's not healthy for the animals to
Yeah.
live.
If you ever notice a whale in the wild, his fins are all straight up. The whales inside the actual enclosures are all bent, and it's a malnourished thing.
yeah,
So.
for animals. But yeah, killed 3 people.
This whale thing's gonna bother me. I can't think of his name.
Oh, I'll look it up.
I'll look it up.
Okay, I'll let you look it up.
Yeah, there's a famous whale, a killer whale.
Just say who's the Free Willy whale.
But no, just look up the most famous
While-
orca whale.
While we're on that subject,
Okay.
do you believe sharks actually attack people, or they do it because they're blind?
It's a
or something?
mistake. It's not because they're blind. It's a mistake.
Yeah, I think because we aren't naturally prey to them.
I think, but they believe we're either a seal or a turtle.
Yeah, so
Okay.
so they just
Kiko.
Kiko.
I
Okay.
think it was the name. It's the killer whale where he became the famous at the starting in the 19.
Trying to, maybe
gotta
it
be
is.
Kiko.
No, there's a name I'm thinking of. Maybe it is Free Willy. I just can't remember of it. I just don't know the name of it.
Yeah, it's got to be.
That name sounds super familiar. I know the name she's saying.
Yeah. But yeah, I think sharks and gators they just bite and then they let go.
I don't know. Okay.
Okay, alligators.
I think crocodiles and alligators could give 2 fucks less.
Yeah.
No?
Whether you're a human or not. I think they'll eat anything.
Yeah.
Look at look how they specialize in hunting.
Yeah.
Oh, Tilly. His nickname was Tilly.
Tilikum.
Tillicum.
So that's the whale that he's talking
Like
about. That is the actual famous whale. But there's a name that it might have been a movie or something like that. But there's a famous name that everybody mistaked it for that. But I don't remember what it was.
Yeah, the name I just told you before was from a
Kiko.
movie.
Kika.
1993.
Maybe that was it.
But what were you saying though about the gators?
Oh, I think the way they hunt, they could care less. Because just think about it for a second. What back in the day, before we had running water, what was the best way for you to get water was to go to the riverside.
Yeah.
If you were in a country or a state that crocodiles and alligators were there, you were just as much as prey as that impala that would go down there and drink. So, I mean, I don't think a crocodile really cares, to be honest.
bet
And
on
look at the size. Look at the size of that thing. That's ridiculous.
So I went to this is where you think that you're tough, right? Because you see it on TV all the time. You just think, okay, right? And we're in Florida. We see gators all the time, right?
Can you
Gators
wrestle
scare
one?
me.
Huh?
Can you wrestle one?
No, come on, man.
Why?
I'm not going to. So I went to.
Can you, Nathan?
I went to.
If I really had to, I would.
Do you see his skin color? Come on. Of course you're going to
go ahead,
wrestle an
Jim.
alligator.
So I went to Gatorland for some marketing stuff. We were doing marketing for them. I ran their social media for a little bit, right? And so we had a meeting upstairs on the second floor, and we're just talking. We're talking, and I just hear thunder. I'm like, is it going to storm or is there?
The gator, wasn't it? Growling.
It was 17 of them bellowing, and I've never heard a gator bellow before. And we are upstairs in a building, and that was horrifying. And then they took us to see one. I think the biggest one I saw, it was probably 12 or 13 feet, and I was like, that is horrifying.
We'll go to
Animal
Polk
is that
County.
big.
Go to Polk County, you'll see a couple big ones.
No.
How about you just do this? How about you go to Australia or Africa and go see a saltwater crocodile and see what you think?
Yeah,
then?
they get like 20 feet.
I think the
20
record-breaking one that was recorded was like 26 foot. Could you imagine coming across that thing?
No.
That is a monster.
I'm dead.
That is a monster in the water.
Although I did watch this video today, actually, before the last show came in. It was a crocodile eating a baby hippo, right? It caught a baby hippo, right? And props to the wildlife photographers and videographers because they catch everything and they are amazing. Like if you see the lenses that they have, they're not actually close. They're mad far away.
Oh, yeah, of
It's
course.
just the lenses are 6 feet long, right? So
So you can look at the moon from here.
they could. So this croc grabs the baby hippo, right, and starts to pull it
It's pretty sad, but
pull it underwater, right? And then it cuts to another hippo looking. Well, first of all, there's a lion just sitting there like, oh shit. Like he just sitting in the back of the cut like, oh, this motherfucker get fucked up, right?
because hippos are way more dangerous than all the other animals.
Let me tell you, this is what happened. So it was a singular crocodile grabbed the baby hippo, took it under. One hippo saw that, started doing a noise, and like a massive herd of hippos just came out and got this motherfucking crocodile, was throwing this bitch in the air.
Oh, yeah, and ripped it apart.
Ripped him apart. I had never seen that before.
Hippos are dangerous.
And that lion is still sitting there like, damn, I know. You seen the GIF of Friday with Chris Tucker and Ice Cube? It's like, damn.
Yeah.
That's literally what the lion is doing. I'm like, God dang, you never want to mess with a hippo.
Have you ever, like,
Hippos
seen
kill people too.
Have
No,
you
yeah.
ever seen animals and just like made up a storyline of what they were doing in that moment, like the actions of that?
Oh
animal?
God, I narrate that shit all the fucking
We know
time.
you would.
All the fucking
We
time.
know you would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let me ask y'all something with an alligator or a crocodile. You know how they say you're supposed to run zigzag, right?
Nope. I go behind a tree.
Okay. Needless to say, you know how they say
Get closer to your mic.
Yeah. Thank you, buddy.
you know how they say run zigzag
Okay.
instead of running straight.
But that's not true though, right?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. I always thought if you run zigzag, even though they got their eyes, on the side of their head to see, they could counteract that by running straight.
Can't they can run 20 miles an hour or something like
And
that.
burst. They only have a little bit of a burst.
They don't have a lot of stamina.
They have more of like a gallop. And it's terrifying. You ever seen a crocodile or alligator gallop?
No.
It's like the scariest thing I've ever seen in my life. They gallop because they can't walk. They gallop. They like hump across the road, but they're fast. But they only get like a burst of like so much distance.
Is it like how Michael Phelps swims, where he's like
No, it's way more terrifying than that.
that? That's not how they run.
I mean, no, it's more like a legit gallop. It's really weird, but they get like short bursts. So if you can get past that little burst, but imagine it's a big one.
So it says here, run in a straight line and away from the alligator. They cannot make sharp turns quickly like we can, so keep sprinting in one direction with the one long stride.
So here's my thing about that. If you mess up, if you fuck up, because let me tell you, them gators can whip around quick. They may not be able to turn on a dime, but they got a whole body that turns with their head, and that tail comes with it. So if that tail happens to catch your foot and you fall,
Snap your ankle.
that's it.
Because what gators do, they don't chew, right? They swallow.
crush.
They crush and they swallow, right? So they grab you and then drown you, right? That's their MO.
The death roll.
And, oh yeah. They spin, right? Ooh.
You know, it's actually funny about that. They alligators and I know crocodiles do it. They've been known to get food, they'll kill it, whatever, drown it, and put it underwater so it helps it like soften it up, and they'll keep going back and death rolling off of it unless they can swallow it whole.
Damn,
They'll stick it under a log.
they got leftovers.
Well, I mean, obviously, so I'm sure something comes along and gets it by then other crocodiles eat off of it, but that's what they do to make it easier to rip apart. They'll put it underwater, stuff it somewhere, and they'll go up, grab it, and rip off meat.
Would you guys ever do an airboat ride?
Where? In the Everglades?
Well, they have them here too, but would
I've
you?
been
ever-
on an airboat plenty of times.
How was that experience? That's the WPS. You know what that is, right?
What? The what?
WPS. If you ever hear a black person say it, it's
No, what is that?
White people shit.
Oh,
Brad
white people
knows
shit?
it.
Oh.
Oh,
That's because I don't do
Well-
white people shit.
yeah, WPS, man. That's like skydiving,
I don't do skydiving. I don't do
like
hikes.
airboat rides.
Going investigating
hey,
shit.
hey, guys.
Who does that?
I would do
I
white people
investigate.
shit.
I'm not saying you can't. It's just that
I'm not saying
generally,
investigating that's going to get you killed, but
It's
if
white
the
people
shoe
shit.
fits.
Yeah,
My
black
first couple times on
black
the
people
airboat.
avoid danger.
But why gotta be white people shit? Why it can't be shit that nobody do? Well, okay, of course white people only do it, but it's
So it's
black
white people shit.
No, but
I
it's
have a
black
theory.
people out here that
What?
does it.
I have
too.
a-
You just
I have
don't
a
know
theory.
them.
I'm
What's your
curious
theory?
about this
I
theory.
have a theory. All throughout history, white people have conquered, raped, and pillaged, right?
Okay, come on, you gotta
So
do that
what-
part
You
in
gotta
there.
throw rape in
Hold
there.
on, hold on.
Jesus, man.
What has happened in their DNA is that they have developed fearlessness. So they need to put themselves in situations that give them that adrenaline so they can feel alive. Now
Every
with
day.
other races, hold on, with other races such as black people or Hispanics, we have had to live our whole lives in survival mode. We have not, and so every day we have to live to survive. And the situations that we live in daily affect whether or not we will live or die. So we don't actively put ourselves in that situation. It's not in our DNA. We avoid those situations. That's why you ever see a black person just running, other black people are going to run right after it. Not even question. A white person's like, "Oh, let me go. What's the problem here?"
Then
Oh,
why is
wait,
it in the
wait, can
movies?
can
Why is it in the movies that the black people always die first?
Because they figured that shit out early. That's why they figured that shit out early.
But you want to know why black people always run though when we laugh?
Why?
Know what I was told?
What?
So it was because the slaves they couldn't laugh out loud, so they had to run to the barrel and laugh inside. The barrel.
Oh,
Oh
my
my
God.
Wow.
That was the story I heard.
God dang. Oh man.
You guys are gonna get us canceled. We're not even saying this shit.
What is
Hey, it's the truth.
Tiandra, I'm gonna need you to come out here and show your
Listen,
face so they know
listen, it's the
you are of
Come
the
on,
African
Tiandra.
descendants. So that
Come on,
way they don't think
Tiandra.
we're some white girl back there.
Just-
But
show
no,
your
it's the
face.
truth, y'all. We have to talk about what we're uncomfortable with talking about. Okay, we have to talk about those things. We do.
So let me be white for a second. I'm
Go
just
ahead.
kidding.
Go ahead.
Ask a black person. This is an open forum.
When
We
I-
got
when
two
I-
white
when I
people.
come up with a
This is
question,
safe
I'll
space.
black
ask.
This
people.
is a safe space. But go ahead.
Finish what you were saying. I'm gonna brew something up.
Back to the airboat.
Well, hold on. What do you think about my theory though? Do you think that there's some actual validity to that?
White people shit.
No, that
I
white,
think it
white
does.
people are more prone
I
to
see
doing
what
this,
you're saying. I
those
see what
things
get where you're
because in
coming
their
from,
in their
but-
DNA.
But there's a lot of other races that still do the same thing. Like I know.
I think it depends on where you were brought up.
Yeah,
how you
'Cause
were
I
brought
know
up.
a lot of Hispanics that do, the country stuff of going hunting.
There's a lot of
airboating.
black people that are country.
Yeah, I know a lot of black people that do the same thing too with me.
They want to get down there and wrestle them alligators. You know what I
They'll
mean?
go out riding 4-wheelers, side by side, you name it.
Yeah,
They ain't
and
scared.
I'm not saying those things.
Chewing
are fun.
tobacco.
Those things are fun. It's just that the general consensus, is
Right,
that
right. You're talking
that's
about the
WPS.
majority.
Yeah, that's white people shit. Like I'm not gonna jump out of a plane when I have to worry about the police killing me over a traffic stop. You know what I'm saying? Why the fuck am I?
I
gonna
don't
jump
know
out
how
of a
those
plane?
correlate, but I guess that's
I'm
what
saying
you're
the
saying.
danger level. I'm not going
It's
to
the fear,
actively
the
put.
fear, yeah.
I'm not going to actively put myself in a situation where I can die, like by jumping out of a plane with a parachute, when I have to worry about getting killed by the police just for a traffic stop.
That's his perspective on why he want to do white people shit though. But that's in most black people.
Come on, Phil. We'll go do some white people shit.
Oh, I'm down.
Let's go.
I'm down.
You just let me
Yeah,
know when.
funny.
I'm down. I can code switch like a motherfucker.
What? I got a question. I have a question for you.
All right.
So there's such thing as white people shit, right? What would you consider black people shit?
Like, you mean
Playing
like-
cards.
Yeah, playing cards, cookouts. Yelling.
White people have cookouts.
Yeah, white people have cookouts.
No,
we
you
don't season the shit,
No,
but we have cookouts.
That ain't no cookout, man. You don't ever go to unless it's catered. Don't go to a white person cookout unless it's catered.
Look at Van Diesel and Fast and the Furious. That was a
What else
cookout.
some black people
Vin Diesel's
shit, though?
actually
Vin
not
Diesel's
white.
black.
He's like a Hispanic black.
Oh,
Give us some more black people shit, Phil.
God damn it.
Twist it right there in the middle. Like, yeah.
Yes.
Switch them. Like, kind of thread them like that.
It's not.
There you go. Now pull it down. There you go.
There we go. Now we're cooking with oil.
Okay, so more black people shit. Hooking up cars that are worth $200 by
That's a Spanish person
by putting
thing.
no, it's a black thing. Starting the hood. Yeah, cheap cars with big ass rims.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yep. Let's see. What's some more black people shit? Stand on the corner,
At the corner store.
doing absolutely nothing.
Street pharmacist.
No, not even that. Some niggas just stand there. they literally just stand there, not doing nothing. Yeah, I mean,
I have a question.
Okay.
I have a good question.
is this ask a black person?
Yes.
Oh wait,
Yes, this is a new segment.
Hold on,
No,
hold
I'm
on,
just
Tiandra. If you go on the Roadcaster, right? If you go to page So if you click on the little music icon on the screen, tap on that, go to page 2. I think it says elevator music. It might be on page 3, but. All right, so do that again.
Do what?
It's time to ask a black person. But hit the music.
All right, guys, it's time to. This is what do we do when we ask a black person. Don't put the camera just on me. Show Phil. Come on, don't do me like that. That's fucked up.
It was the ball with it.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't the. It was the fuck this white guy.
Was on you like,
No, we're gonna ruin his career.
All right, ask a black person.
We should have named this podcast Race Wars.
No.
no.
Matt Pear.
Matt Pear's good. You know,
your face.
I'm working on a podcast that is similar to that. It's with It's with D-Rug and James and Denise. It's called.
Oh, that's gonna be funny as hell.
It's called Mixed Signals. So black and white. And
Oh, you're gonna have me on there.
That's gonna
Absolutely.
Be
You're gonna have me on there. It's gonna be great.
You ain't gonna have me on there.
No.
No, you'll get shot.
But anyway, I'm ready. Ask a black person.
Do you feel
Yes.
like? Do you? I've been waiting for this whole moment.
I've been waiting my whole life for this.
All right, so listen, I understand that there are some bad people in the world on all spectrums. Me personally, in today's society, do you feel like, 'cause we're talking about now, back in the day, obviously, us white folk weren't very nice. But today, do you feel like, obviously, there's more acceptance today for most of everything. I feel like media and government pushes the majority of racial things to keep people segregated on purpose.
Yes, dude. You ever heard of divide and conquer?
Exactly.
That's literally what it is.
Well, there's a lot of people that feel like it's just all white people in general are bad people. Like for instance, a black person might feel like, oh, all white people are just bad because they're against us. They don't want us around. Whatever, yada yada yada. But I feel like those are the kind of people that don't understand. It's like it's not us white people. A lot of it's just the government trying to keep things in check, and they feel like to divide us makes it easier for them to control us.
You are 1,000% correct. That's why there's only a 2-party political system.
yeah.
They put them against each other, so it's easier to control them. Even though both sides of the coin lead to the same intersection, you know. And so, yeah. And also with the media in hip hop, they push that shit out, like the drugs, the violence, the sex. You think that there's only that type of artists? No, there are a ton of positive.
There's Christian groups and everything.
Well, not even on that level. There's just a ton of artists that just don't talk about that stuff because a lot of people in the industry they talk about what they experience, right?
Mm-hmm.
So there's a lot of people who don't even experience that, but they still can have a musical voice and still can be an artist, but don't get played because if it ain't sexy, it ain't gonna get played. If it's not violent, it's not gonna get played. It's not even a theory. This is like a proven fact. There are record executives that have said, yes, we intentionally promote this stuff to elicit this type of response because it carries down and trickles down. And then now these people idolize these people. They'll buy all the things that they can't afford. You know what I'm saying? And then it's literally like puppet master, man. And it is legit. You were 100% correct. So there's your
You have a
conspiracy
question?
I got 2 questions.
Ask a black person.
So why?
Come on,
is it-
step on up.
Step right up. Ask a black person. Here he is for 5 cents.
Wow.
5 cents. Ask
Wow,
a black person.
that's
Penny for
pricing
your-
yourself really high.
Penny for your thoughts. Nigga for the hour.
So why is it okay for y'all to call us the N-word, but not us to call you
That's
that?
a stupid question.
Of course.
No, I really want to know the reason. I want to know
Pull
the
your
real
mic
reason.
closer.
First of all, white people and black people don't call white people nigger. They don't.
No, but they use the
That's a different word.
A lot of people insinuate that as like a my bro, stuff like that.
Bro,
but I don't use it. Like I don't use any of them.
because you know the history of where the word came from. You know it came from a sense of hate, right?
Okay.
So from a black person, it doesn't come as a sense of hate. It was a term of endearment for us.
But we still shouldn't use it towards each
Agreed.
other anyway.
Agreed. And we can't change that dynamic, right? We just can't. It's just so far ingrained in our society. It's evolved into a completely different way.
It's watered down for sure.
True, but you can say it. It's just that there might be consequences to you saying it. It's not like a forbidden word. You can say it all the fuck you want. It all depends on your intent.
I have a better question for you.
Okay.
and I feel like this is like a very controversial question.
I mean, he said nigga last show.
Yeah.
Oh, didn't he?
Yes, you did.
No,
I found it. Yes, you did.
You better send it to me.
That you did. Oh, it's all over the internet. You can go find it.
That
Do
man
you-
ain't say it. He ain't mean to say it. Don't do Nathan like that.
We love you,
It,
bro.
it
That's
may
why
not.
we're
It may
messing
not have
with
been
you.
on purpose, but
Yeah,
there's a little part of him that he wanted to throw the R in there, Tiandra. Just remember that.
It's nicotine.
Yeah. Say how you would have said it though, the southern way.
Nicotine.
No, the G with the ER. Come on, it's one time. It's a safe environment. But no, listen.
Tiandra,
I
I
got
have
this.
a beep on the thing.
Nathan, can you pull your mic up? There you go.
I need to put like
Just set it on your stomach.
a headset mic for you or something.
It's like an NFL
Yeah,
like
like a
thing.
commentator.
I like,
So
I moved too
listen,
much.
really want to ask him this.
What?
I want to get his opinion. I even want Tiandra's opinion on this. Is it impossible? Because I feel like I see this a lot on the internet. A lot of people argue that you can't be racist to a white person.
Okay, you can be prejudiced to a white person, but it is statistically inaccurate to be racist to a white person because the term racism acts as a position of power and authority. And if they don't have power and authority over you, they cannot be racist towards you. They can be prejudiced or they can be a bigot, absolutely. But
So you feel like saying a racial slur to a white person is still considered being a prejudiced person towards. So what you're
But
saying
what
is that
what's a racial slur to a white person? Honky?
Right.
Cracker.
cracker,
Cracker.
stuff
But
like that.
but you see how equally we said that?
Right.
You can't. That doesn't. Have
I
the
actually
same
feel
weight.
very offended.
But I'm saying
right now.
I'm saying it doesn't have that. It doesn't have the weight.
Right. Well, no, I get that. But I guess what I'm trying to get at is it's like some people will use basically they just hate you because you're white. Like basically they'll find ways to just be mean to you, rude to you, just like some white people do it just because you're simply black. You know what I mean?
Saying like
That's obviously someone being like prejudiced towards you because you're black. Some people feel like you can't do that to a white person. I feel like it is possible to be racist to a white person.
You're interchanging prejudice with racism. Like racism is
Yeah.
a systematic thing,
Right.
right?
It's what have happened to us. Like
Yeah.
we know, like if somebody call us a nigga, like dang, like our ancestors been through that. Like my ancestors would call a nigga, like,
So
stuff like that.
I can be prejudiced against white people and feel that type of way, right? But like I said, to be racist is a systematic thing, like redlining or denying people bank loans or
because of the color of their skin.
yeah, that comes from a position of power. So like I'm referring to the term redlining. Do you know what that was?
I'm sure you're gonna tell us.
Okay, so when black people we were going through the civil rights movement, right, and how the powers that were able to control the neighborhoods, they would deny black people loans,
Of course.
and they would only grant them loans in a specific area. So they would have.
That's how you
they
got
would
your
put them-
ghettos, hoods.
They would put them behind a certain line, a red line that they would mark. So they would call it redlining, right? So that is a form of racism. Also, when banks just don't even give you a loan, even though you have better credit.
The means to have it.
Yeah, that is racism.
So let me ask you this:
Okay.
with for example, with
right.
that being said, that definition you just gave, let's take a white person goes into a bank, and simply because they're white, the person in power there that would accept the loan or deny the loan was a black person, and they denied it simply because they just didn't like them because they're white. Would that not be racism? That would be a person in power.
It wouldn't be there. There wouldn't be an option to even choose with them.
Well, there isn't that anymore
Because-
in today's society, anyways. Anymore, in that situation.
But
In that
like I
situation.
said, you're not born racist. You're taught it.
Yeah,
Well, there's that
So-
too. Yeah, you're that's definitely something you're taught
Yeah.
over time.
yeah.
So Phil,
For example,
no. Do you
Oh,
think
yeah.
all white people are privileged?
All white people are privileged. Yes, inherently, yes.
From how I grown up and what I seen, I do too.
Yeah, I'm not saying all white people can use it to their advantage, but yeah, inherently and history, yes,
Okay.
yes. I'm not.
But wasn't the first slave though white?
Huh?
Wasn't the first slave white?
Egyptian.
Was it Egyptian?
What does that matter though?
Man,
But I'm just asking.
Like the
in
guy who
general.
invented basketball was white.
I didn't know
they're
that.
just better than us at it.
No, I'm just saying like I'm just saying, like, what does it matter though?
I think you misinterpreted your question for what you were trying to get at.
That probably was his honest question. Though he just
Yeah, but like
No.
that's what I'm
But I think
saying.
what he was
No.
trying to ask Phil, he thought saying that would have helped his case, but it didn't correlate with what he was trying to say.
Though is it wasn't the first person that was a slave white.
But just
But-
okay. I'll even expand on your point. Black people in Africa sold other black people to white people who brought them here, right? But it still doesn't disqualify the fact that it was still done and never perpetuated on a scale of any other race ever, other than the Jews, probably,
Korea.
right? No, not on that. Not for
Have you-
400
have you-
years. For 400 years, bro.
Have you looked it up?
Looked up what?
That Korea actually has the longest reigning of slavery.
You talking about in North Korea?
Just Korea.
In North Korea, because
I don't know which one it is.
okay, I'll have to look that up. But
No, look that up real quick.
What?
Who has the longest? What place has the longest reigning of slavery? I bet you it's Korea.
okay, but you still have to remember the treatment of slaves.
Bro, I'm not disregarding that. I'm just simply saying as that
What has the what?
the longest reigning of slavery. Like what area?
Era?
Like what place? Because I think Korea was not too long ago that it was abolished.
But was it actively like in practice?
Mm-hmm.
It takes you
I
a long time to
don't
Google.
know of what race, but I think it was just themselves.
According to a Korean studies scholar Mark A. Peterson of some university, Korea has the longest unbroken chain of slavery of any society in history, spanning about 1,500 years.
Okay, but
But
I
what if
just-
that's-
I
they
just- I just
create
wanna
what
throw that
they
out
want
there.
us to know.
Korea doesn't even have that large of a population. So when I'm talking about scale, it's been unprecedented as to what happened to the black people.
Right.
And still, when you talk about other races, and this is why black people get upset when they say they need reparations, right?
What do you mean by that?
So when the Emancipation Proclamation happened in 1865, and-
Big word.
yep,
Huh?
the Emancipation Proclamation. It's my new rap album.
Dr. Phil. They got Dr. Phil on the beat.
When
Rap album.
You need me to make a beat for it?
so the slaves were granted. They were supposed to be granted 40 acres and a mule for each family affected by slavery. Right. That's never happened because there's been a lot of black people, but other races who have been wrongfully, not wrong, like have been done wrong to. Let's say the Japanese who got put in internment camps, the Native Americans. I mean, they were completely wiped out. They have the Jews who living here, their families back in, obviously Germany. They have all received some form of reparations.
Yeah, I believe Indian people like something to do with the casinos, right?
Yes. So they have all received some form of reparations. Yet, black people have been denied. Do you remember back in 2020 there was a Stop Asian Hate bill? Do you remember that? Like there was a couple of Asian people that got beat up and killed, like in New York.
Seriously?
Yeah, because people were upset because of COVID. They said it was because
yeah, I
of Chinese.
remember.
Oh.
They came out with a bill for
So
that real fast.
They came with that bill and released it.
How you can get your Apple phones without them?
But they came out with that bill and approved it in less than a year, and black people were really upset because there is no,
We just get a Black History Month.
Well,
Black
no,
Lives
I mean
Matter.
I'm saying like there was no because there was some heavy consequences if you committed a crime against an Asian person. That was like the Stop Asian Hate bill, not like that with black people. And like when people say get over it, there's a whole thing with that. But like, yeah, man, black people gone through a fucking lot of shit, and it's still real in us, even though I have never experienced slavery,
But I feel like a lot of people don't accept that part. What you just said, that you personally haven't dealt with that, like to a certain degree. But I feel like a lot of people try to carry that with themselves as if they did it. It's like, but you weren't there, and nor was I.
No, but maybe not you guys, but some people, families are still benefiting from the results of it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So let's take two families, right? Let's take a white family and a black family, right? The white family, the kids are in college or whatever, but let's take it all the way back.
Basically, a well-off family.
Well, not even that. Their grandfather had a business, right? He started a business. This black family, their granddad was denied the business loan because he was black. You see what I'm saying? So boom, you already cut him off on the thing, right? Let's take it even further back to where that guy's grandpappy was a slave owner, right? And then that guy's grandfather was a slave. So this person already had
Disadvantage.
He already had a disadvantage to start. So when white people say I started from nothing, it's not true. You had that generational head start. I mean, you had a 300-year head start. You know what I'm saying? So when a black person says, and that's why affirmative action, and that's why all this stuff has happened, because a lot of people don't even realize the privilege that they have. And so when people who are privileged are forced to be equal, they think they're being oppressed because now they're being treated like everybody else.
Yeah, which I don't agree with that neither.
No, of course not. But you have to look at it as a whole. And the people who are benefiting from now, it's not their fault. You know, education has been suppressed. I mean, hell, what Black history do you guys actually even know? Not much, because it wasn't taught in school. Even me, I didn't even know. I didn't even know a majority of stuff that I knew until after I graduated high school.
See, it was a teacher that just got, I think she got fired for actually teaching like a Black history lesson. Of the schools being segregated, like it was a door that said blacks only and another door that said whites only.
Yeah.
And they fired her for that. But it's like, well, she's actually teaching history. She's teaching what's going on or what went on, what they won't teach the kids in school.
I have a question for you guys.
All right, ask the black person.
It's not about that, but it is about what she was kind of saying. Sorry, I didn't mean to burst your bubble.
My bubble
as
bursted.
A young black man. Do you guys disagree? Because like this, I know this is a very controversial thing. I know religion is meant to be held outside of school. They don't really care to have religion held in school. Like you will not go to a school unless it's a Christian school, like a public school, and they will not teach about Christianity and all that. Do you think it's fair that you aren't allowed to talk or be taught Christianity in a school or any, technical United States, U.S. kind of like religion, as for that matter, but they are allowed to teach you all about Muslims and stuff there, and that's okay?
Well, it depends. So they're not teaching Islamic values; they're teaching Islamic and Muslim history.
Right, but they're not allowed to teach anything about the other religions.
There's theology in schools. Absolutely, there's theology in schools, but you don't see them standing up and reading the Quran, saying "one nation under Allah." No, there is a separation of church and state, right? And so I agree with that because there are so many religions. This country, like it or not, was not built as a Christian nation.
No, I'm not even talking about Christian itself.
Yeah.
I'm talking about Catholic, Christian, Jew.
There's just so many different cultures. Just to be able to focus on one, you're isolating. And what happens with a lot of that is that everybody thinks that their religion is their right religion, right?
Of course,
so
obviously.
so then that creates tension and it distracts from learning, right? So I don't think it should be taught in school unless you're a school for that. Or you can have theology classes that if you're interested in learning.
So that's what I was trying to ask you. Like they will make it a criteria to teach Islam because it's the history, whatever, but they won't make it a criteria to teach the other religions. So don't you think it should be right that they just don't teach Islam neither?
Yes.
That's what I'm saying. Like, isn't it kind of messed up that they're allowed to push that on people, which is, as of right now, an enemy of our state?
I don't think they're pushing it. I just think
that's a full blown subject in school.
Yeah, they do push it.
That's a full blown subject.
They even push.
So it's actually
I don't even want to get into
they're
that.
teaching.
Yes, you will go into class and they will tell you we are not allowed to teach Christianity. We're not allowed to teach Buddhism, all that stuff. But they will have a full blown 9 weeks of teaching you straight Islamic things.
Wow. So that
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either because I'm
in social studies they do that.
I'm a little older than you guys, so that wasn't.
I'm glad Tiandra knew that because I felt like you guys were gonna look at me like I was
Ganging up
stupid.
on you.
Yeah, I was like, no, they really do teach that like heavily.
So I wonder. So this is where the separation of church and state comes into play. Everybody has donors, right? Mm-hmm. And this maybe turns into hey, these
Who's got the more
rich
money?
donors are donating money to the school. Just happens in college too. You'll have a wing built after you, because you donated a certain amount of money. So it could be like that too. Say we're, our family, we are.
Well, no, this is
Islam.
like a statewide or like a nationwide. This is like a criteria you have to learn. It is a part
I
of your.
didn't know that.
You have to take tests on it. You have
I did
all
not know
that stuff. Yeah.
So can you recite part of the Quran?
I don't think they go into the Quran. They just go into like their deep history, and you have to learn it. It's a part of their criteria.
Man, I didn't know that, man. I
don't
follow
remember that.
I follow mythology, a
Social
lot,
studies.
and a little bit of theology. But yeah, I mean, I graduated.
I even had a
20 years
teacher
ago.
my sophomore year tell me I understand that this is like kind of
Controversial.
controversial. So if you feel like it's just not like it doesn't match your values and what your household, if you have to leave, I understand. Like if you have to step out of the class, because it's like he understood it's kind of not fair that if you're a Christian and you're a deep Christian, you have to sit here and you're not allowed to talk about or be taught it in school, but you have to learn about, someone that we're at war with and accept it.
Yeah, I mean that's
It's wild, right?
it's.
I mean, everybody has their own belief. No, there's nothing wrong with it. Everybody has their own right to believe in anything.
I think it should be an option.
Right, that's what I'm
I don't
saying.
think it
Now,
should
if
be required.
if we're not allowed to have any religion in school unless it's a direct school like Christian school, Catholic school, I don't think it should be made to be taught anybody. I think they should leave religion out of like public schools in general, or make electives for it.
Yeah, like I said, theology is cool because you learn about all of them, their cultures, their history, and it's there's no agenda behind that. It's just information.
Yeah, it's just teaching you about all of it. See, if it was like that, it'd be different, but they don't. They teach strictly the one. That's kind of weird, right?
All right, y'all. So before we end this podcast, though, I want to ask you guys a question. It might be off the topic that we were just talking about, but let's spice it up a little bit. Have you
Butt
ever...
sex.
Oh,
Amen.
Pause.
That depends
Have you
on.
ever sparked a love triangle of fall over?
Wait, say that again.
No, actually, no. What is a sexual fantasy you have that you'll be shy to actually try in real life?
Fucking a clown.
What? Phil, why is that a fantasy?
What are you doing? Step.
Step clown.
So your question is there a fantasy that any of us have ever thought about or wanted to try that we feel like it'd be embarrassing to say out loud?
Yeah. Or to actually try in real life.
I have an old person fetish, not like a geriatric
Whoa.
fetish, but
Oh, wait.
Whoa,
Wait, with no teeth?
no.
You want it being
That
gum.
be that. Yeah, he wants to get gummed down.
Bradley, that'll be what?
I said he wants to be gummed
No,
down.
you said that'll be. Go ahead. What'll be for you?
He said that'd be fun.
Oh.
Did I?
Yeah.
I thought he almost said it.
What did I almost say?
I don't know.
Because I mean, I was 17. Like one of my first sexual encounters, I was 17 and she was like 40. So like,
Oh, that's
That's
cougar.
That yeah.
Yeah, it's different.
but I mean, so how many years is that? 27 years. So like right now, I'm 37. Right, so what's 27 years? She's got to be like pushing 70 almost. You know what I'm saying?
Might not even be around anymore.
You could have had that prenup.
Oh man, no, I'm just saying if that translated into now. So because I like that, I was looking at like older women porn when I was younger.
The mature milfs.
Yeah,
What about you? I guess your thing would be like the older thing.
or movie theater sex.
It's not really weird though. I don't think it's weird.
It's not.
I don't think it's weird.
Okay.
What about you?
Well, I've done it before, but it was doing it out in the woods, baby. You know.
Well, he said movie theater sex. He didn't say public place sex.
It's not.
And that's his fantasy though. But that would be something.
I thought you just said you did it already before though.
I did after the case
I think
of watching it.
I
but
think she's more referring to something like it's like you haven't even tried it yet, but it's like kind of out there.
Oh,
But you're too shy to actually try in real life.
okay. Yeah,
A fantasy.
sex in public, definitely.
Yeah.
I want people looking at me.
it's not that bad. It's not that bad embarrassing.
So do you have anything then?
Not really. I've done a lot in my time, but of 24 years old.
They've been
But
putting that little
On the-
thing to work.
What about on the speedboat?
Balls.
You never
on a speed, I've done that, but that would be pretty dope. That would be pretty dope.
Until they hit the brakes on it and you're flying off.
You're pregnant now.
Bradley.
That's probably as deep as you'll
I
ever
don't know. I mean, I kind
Not
of agree
deep
with
enough.
Phil. Maybe like a public kind of deal. I never really. I guess I have. I
In public.
guess I kind of have done that in public a little bit, but it was like
Yeah, park.
Did you ever had a girl try y'all in public like that?
A
Like,
girl what?
to try y'all in public.
To try out?
To try y'all.
as in like
In
actually like
public.
argue.
No, to actually like
I
pull
got a-
your pants down.
I got a blowjob in a movie theater.
I've full on had sex with an ex girlfriend in the parking lot.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I've got a
parking
blowjob
lot.
in a
Couple
movie theater.
times.
I still remember what movie it was.
Park, the drive-in.
Probably the Pearl Harbor movie.
No, it was
Not
the others.
Pearl Harbor.
So you did remember the movie?
I said I even remember the movie.
Oh, they said I don't even remember the movie.
No, I remember the movie. It was the others.
That's a tough question. I don't know. Like I'd have to think about it, but I really.
And 300.
Not 300.
What about you, Tiandra?
No, this is not for me. This is for y'all.
You can't ask us the question.
And not answer yours.
It's for y'all.
That's
See,
what women do.
She a part of her wants to answer, then the part of her's like, maybe I shouldn't. Go ahead.
She wants a white man in her life. Take her out of the
You
woods.
never know. I like
Check out
white
the.
men.
See,
I like
that's racist, man.
Take her out in the woods.
What the fuck?
I wasn't even thinking like
Take
that.
her out into the woods, put her to work.
Not
Take
like
her out
that.
in the woods.
God, I got this rope.
I'll be down for a hike. Let me stop.
We're down for a hike. There you go, Nathan.
But no, I don't know. I really don't know.
Yeah, it is kind of a tough. I feel like that's such a broad question.
Yeah, I can't think of nothing off the top of my head right now.
What made you think of that?
I don't know. Just a question.
She had something that she wanted to say. Now she's too
I
embarrassed.
actually want to
See?
get y'all off that topic because it was getting a little too depressing. I ain't even gonna lie.
It was heavy.
It was. It was getting heavy for the podcast.
I gotta educate the white people though.
Yeah, no, that's good. We educated them, and they educated us.
You still can't say it though, Nate.
I'm not gonna say it. I don't say it, man.
I think it's bullshit. We don't have a pass. No, I'm just kidding.
Right. I should print one out like business cards and says, "Here is your pass."
You can say it.
No.
I still wouldn't say it.
And then like just give it to like you go to a restaurant and be like, "Oh, I forgot. I gave you the wrong card." Just have
That's
to look at it.
respect,
And be like, what the
Nathan.
fuck?
Dude, imagine if you could give those out as tips. Like a black person could use that as a tip.
Here's your in pass.
Yeah, basically like at the,
Tiandra,
like the
what'd
end of
you
your
say?
dinner. Here you go.
I said that's respect.
Yeah, I don't use
You
it.
still wouldn't say it, even if they gave you a pass.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
I know we got to go, but let me ask you this though: as white people, right? You guys probably know racists. Hopefully you don't, but if you do encounter,
We work in
them,
construction. We know racist.
but here's the thing: do y'all check them?
Do I? In what sense?
Be like, yo, that's not cool. Like, let's say you have a homie and he's talking shit about this girl that you know this girl or whatever, and he's being really, really disrespectful about her.
I won't let someone. Okay, so I'll try to avoid that kind of shit.
So let's say
yeah.
this dude is being really fucking racist around you. He's comfortable saying that shit around you because you're white. Do you check them? Be like, yo, that ain't cool, bro.
I mean, I will tell him that's a little racist, don't you think?
Yeah.
I'll say shit like that. I will kind of call it out. That's a little far, bro. It ain't that deep. You ain't got to go that far with it.
Yeah.
That's the goal for y'all today watching. If you encounter racism,
Say something.
call them out.
Yeah, I won't be making a clip out of that, but no, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. But before
all
we
the
go,
comments are just in words.
hey, you'd be surprised. There's some bad people out there.
know.
But no, before we go, do you have a bizarre fact?
A bizarre fact.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, I don't. Now off the top of my head. Damn. Come back to me.
I got to forget one. All right, you got a bizarre fact?
Yeah.
Let me look it up real quick.
Yeah, I had to remember what it was because I totally forgot. So, did you know Google Images was created after Jennifer Lopez wore a green dress
J-Lo, so fine.
at the Grammys in 2000?
That's a MILF I would like.
I did not know that. Okay.
That is kind of interesting. I don't know why that had a lot to do with it, though. That's weird.
People wanted to search.
I just know J-Lo's fine as fuck. So,
Yeah.
anyways.
What's yours?
And I know what green dress you're talking about.
I do too.
The backless dress. Yeah. Oh yeah.
All right, so get this. My bizarre fact is, it's kind of really bizarre. It's just kind of crazy to think about. Are you guys all familiar with the movie The Ringer or The Ring?
Mm-hmm.
The little girl that fell in the well and she took a
Samara.
demon.
Mm-hmm.
Did you know that the girl that acted and played that part is the same girl that plays the voice of Lilo off of Lilo and Stitch?
Oh no.
Did not know that.
Mm-hmm. That is the same actor that plays the voice of Lilo off of Lilo and
Now I'm
Stitch.
not too scared of that movie anymore.
She is the same little girl that plays the demon girl in The Ring.
I did not know that.
Pretty interesting, right?
That is.
Did not know that. I haven't thought of anything yet.
Wow.
Octopus has 3 hearts. Did you guys know that?
An octopus has
I
3
did not
hearts.
know that. I just know that our blue-ringed octopus is poisonous as hell. I do know that, but I really want one. It's like $400, bro,
Yeah. No.
You got it.
and they only live for a year. It takes like 2 months to get to you, so it's basically already dead by the time you get it.
Jeez. That's
It's ridiculous.
Can't just go to the pet store and get it.
Yeah, they're just gonna sell a poisonous animal.
Hey,
Here you go.
You'd
Good
be
luck.
surprised what they
No, you
sell.
wouldn't. Yeah, I would be surprised it wasn't the black market.
Why's it gotta be black market?
'Cause that's where you get those best stuff.
Because it's forbidden.
Yeah, it's forbidden.
Why I gotta be the black man?
Illegal stuff.
Black.
Y'all are
Yeah.
funny.
Exactly. That's a morbid fact. Why do they call it the black market? Is it a racial profile thing?
Yes. Everything black is considered to be bad. No, it is, dude. Darkness. Everything white. Everything white is pure. You know.
Oh
the
my
light,
gosh.
Yeah, but
The light versus dark. Yeah.
Phil,
Here we
You want
go.
to be honest with you, bro? You're not black. You're caramel. There's a difference. You got
You
a
just
little white.
disrespected the hell out of my man's right here. We're gonna end the show up on
I'm gonna
that.
show you my dick when we get out of here, and then you be like, "Oh yeah, this nigga black as fuck."
Hey, no, you're definitely white.
Break my dick.
Bring my dick.
That's what I said. You weren't drunk or high when you said that shit. You were perfectly sober. You still doing it.
That's so funny. All right.
All right, let's go ahead and wrap it up. Thank you guys for watching. This is the Mad Pair Podcast.
See you, bitches.
In a world that's void of comedy,
Wrong one. It's the button on
two
the
idiots decided to
on their thing. It's the one that says like subscribe on it. There we go.